Okay, shall I now write down example number 2? And example number 2 is object is being projected vertically upward with 200 meter per second. Okay, and question number 1, find the time of flight. Jaldi jaldi karo. Chalai. Okay, now time of flight is nothing but 2u upon g na. That means 2 into 200 upon 10. So time of flight is nothing but 40 seconds. Similarly, tell me time of ascent. Can I say time of ascent and time of descent both are equal? So can I write u upon g, and that is 200 upon 10, that is nothing but 20 seconds. Tell me h max. Okay, h max is what? U square upon 2g, and u square means 200 into 200 upon 2 into 10. This is 100, 1010 cancelled, 2000. So h max is what? 2000. Okay, what is the velocity at h max? This object will be going here. Then after some time it will be returning back to the original point. Okay, now what is g at this point? Acceleration. What is the acceleration at this point? Minus g plus g? Minus g, okay. At this point, minus g. At h max, minus g. So wherever the point is, throughout its journey, either going in the upward direction, either the object is returning back to the ground, then the acceleration remains constant, that is always minus g. Okay, then next, what is the velocity at h max? Velocity at h max batao? 0. Very good. Okay, the next question number 4, velocity at h max by 2 batao. Find the velocity at h max by 2. Okay, shall we now? Anyone got the answer? You got how much? 100 root 2. Anyone else? You? 100 root 2. Okay, now. So, using what? V square minus u square is equals to 2gh. Can I write like this? And they asked you to calculate velocity at half of the h max. So, can I write v square is equals to u square is can be written as 200 into 200 minus of 2 into 10 into h max by 2. Can I write like this? Can I? Okay. So can I also cancel this 2 and 2? Left out is what? H max. H max is what? 2000. H max is what? 2000. So v square is equals to this becomes 4 zeros minus of h max, that is 10 into 2000. So v square is equals to under the root of 40,000. This becomes 20,000. That means 20,000. Or v is equals to 100 root 2. Okay. Similarly calculate velocity at 500. Velocity at 500 is equals to how much? Come on. Okay, shall I? So can I use again v square is equals to u square minus of 2gh. This time h value is given what? 500 meters. So v square is equals to u square. U is how much? U is how much? 200. So 200 into 200 minus of 2 into 10 into, can I write 500? Or this can be written as 40,000 and that becomes 10,000. 5 to the 10, yes, 10,000. So v square is equals to 40,000 minus of 10,000, that is 30,000, or v is equals to under the root of 30,000, or can I write v is equals to 10 root 3. Sorry, 100 root 3. 100 root 3 meter per second. Anything else you want me to calculate? Okay. Shall I increase the level then? Can we also calculate velocity at particular time? Find velocity at t is equals to t, what is the total time is 20 na, t is equals to 10 seconds. Nikalo. Okay, shall I? Then what formula we should be using? V is equals to u minus of gt. So V is equals to u is how much? 200 minus of 10 into 10, or V is equals to 100 meter per second. Anything else you want me to calculate? Chalo, likh lo. Okay. Example number 3. Let us try to understand in a different way and different level. Consider an object is been thrown. We don't know the initial velocity. Okay. What is the velocity? We don't know. Neither given. It says that object reached to the Hmax and returned back to the ground. It took a total time, that is time of flight is given 50 seconds. Time of flight is given how much? 50 seconds. Neither u is given, nothing. So time is given, t time of flight, that to be time of flight. Okay. Time of flight is 50 seconds. They ask you that what will be the height of this one. Find out this height. That means, can I say he is asking you Hmax? Okay. Try. Okay. Anyone got the answer? Anyone? 3125. Let me check now. How many of you got 3125? 4 members. Okay. Let us try to understand this. An object is being thrown with initial velocity, not given. Time of flight is given, 50 seconds. So, can I say that t is nothing but 2u upon g? Can I say that? Okay, and time is given 50. So, 50 is equals to 2 into u upon g, or can I reshuffle this? So, this becomes u is equals to 50 into 10 upon 2. That is equals to 25 to 50 meter per second. How many of you got this initial velocity 250? Yes, very good. Okay, then next they ask you the Hmax. So Hmax equation is what? U square upon 2g, or u is what? 250 into 250 upon 2 into 10 and 25, 625 0 upon 2, and calculating this 3125. Yes, very good. Those who got 3125 meters, very good, excellent. Okay, write down. Those who haven't got the answer, write down. Okay, shall I now? Example number 4. इसको hashtag stars क्या क्या बना के रखते रख लो. Okay, now listen to me. And at the end, I will tell you how they can frame the questions also. Now listen to me. Everyone close and listen to me. Given that an object is being thrown vertically upward, vertical projection, and vertical projection's initial velocity is given 60 meter per second. 60 meter per second. This object will be definitely going in this direction, then again returning back to its position. Now, given that when object reached to a level of 100 meter, so this height is given, object reached to a height of how much? 100 meters. So can I say that this is the height given? This height is Hmax. Maybe or may not be. We need to calculate. That means, can I say H max will be at 60 into 60 divided by 20? Yes or no? Calculating that provides you H max. Calculate kar hi lo rahe. So H max is equals to U into U or U square, that is 60 into 60 upon 2G and 2 into 10, 1, 6, 3 and this is 1. That means H max is equals to 180 meter. Object is at 100. So can I say this H max is 100? Sorry, 180. Question asked is, what will be the time period? Just write down the question. A object is projected vertically. At 60 meter per second. At 60 meter per second. Find the time taken. Find the time taken by the body at height 100 meters. At height 100 meters. Now, full stop and just listen to me. First thing, what are the things given? Can I say displacement is given from here to here? H is given. U is given. We need to calculate what? Time. Do we have any formula to calculate time? 2U by G. U is there. Time period will provide you either from time of ascent or time of descent or time of flight. But we need to calculate the time at this point. So what will be the T value here? That means we cannot apply any equation. So we are using again S is equals to UT minus of half GT square. Can I write like this? Okay. Now S is given how much? 100. So 100 is equals to U value, that is 60. We don't know time, minus of, can I write 5T square? G value 10. Okay. Now, can I also write this as 5T square minus of 60T then plus of 100, which is equals to 0? Can I? Okay. If I take 5 common in all these, this becomes 12, 20. Okay. So T square minus of 12T plus of 20, which is equals to what? 0. Now anything can be calculated. We need to put in a quadratic equation. So solve hota kya dekho? 1, 12, 20, 1, 10, 20, 10 to za. So T square minus of 10T minus of 2T plus of 20 is equals to what? 0, or T is equals to 1 minus of 10. Sorry, T minus of 10 minus 2 T minus of 10, which is equals to 0. T is equals to 2 seconds or 2 is equals to 10 seconds. Now we are having 2 time. What is the meaning of this time? Meaning. Object reach at 2 or 10? Yes. Very good. That means when object is projected in this direction, then it will be coming back in this direction. Yes or no? Or yes or no? Okay. That means, can I say that, consider this is the line. In reality, object is going in this direction. Then again coming on this line only. If there is a point A at this point, can I say that object is touching this point 2 times? Yes, na? Object is touching this point A 2 times. That means when it is going in the upward direction, it touch at the 2 second. While returning back, can I say again it is touching at 10 seconds. Got my point? So can I say that in vertical projection, a single point can have 2 time values? Okay. Now, at this point, let t is equals to 2 seconds. At this point, t is equals to 10 seconds. Okay, a single point can have 2 time values and both the time values are positive. Let us check, is this valid for all things? Generalizing this equation, so in terms of S, I am writing H. H is equals to ut minus of half gt square, or this can be written as half or half gt square minus of ut plus of h, which is equals to 0. Can I write like this? Or can I also write gt square minus of 2ut plus of 2h, which is equals to 0 whole divided by 2. That 2 goes over there, becomes 0. And anything can be taken as common? No. We can't take this. Right now. From here, we can calculate t value. If I am calculating the t value, then A becomes G, B becomes, can I say, 2u minus 2u, and C becomes 2h. Substituting in quadratic equation, then T is equals to minus of B, that is 2u plus or minus under the root of B square, that is 4u square, then minus of 4ac, A is G, and this 2h upon 2g. Anything can be taken as common? Yes, 4 can be taken as common from here. And 4 means 2, 2 get cancelled. So T is equals to, can I write u plus or minus under the root of u square minus 2gh upon g. Okay, this equation can also provide you the time. Now, tell me, when the object is moving in the upward direction, its time will be positive. So in this direction, time is positive. T is equals to positive. While returning back, T can be positive or negative? Always positive. While returning also, T will be positive. While going in the upward direction, T again remains positive. That means this equation will always provide you value of time in two values, and those two values will always be positive. So T, both values are positive. Okay, and one time will provide you ascending time while ascending, and the other time will be provided by descending time. Okay, write down this one. Okay, now listen to me again. In the previous example, we got a time like this. So while ascending at point A, let this point is A, and we got time is equals to 2 seconds. Yes. Similarly, while descending, consider this point as B, and we got a time period here of 10 seconds. Yes or no? Now listen to me. Time taken from origin to point A is how much? 2 seconds. And time taken by the same point to reach at B is nothing but 10 seconds. That means, can I say that body started from here and it moved like this and reached to point B, it took how much time? 10 seconds here. Yes or no? Now, can I say that body will take from here to here, how much time do you think? Yes, 2 seconds. So body will take another 2 seconds to reach this point. Okay. So can I say that by adding T1 and T2, I will be getting time of flight? देखो ध्यान से. Let us calculate that. Initially it is thrown with what? 60. Okay. So time of flight is nothing but 2u upon g, na? And this is nothing but 2 into how much? 60. 60 upon g, that is 12 seconds. Can I? Achha, now, can I say that from here to here is T1? Okay. And from here to here time is T2. Can I say that T1 plus of T2 is nothing but time of flight? T1 plus T2 is equals to time of flight. देखो ध्यान से. अरे यार. Soon. From here to here, it take how much time? 2 seconds. From here, then coming back till here, how much time? 10 seconds. Okay. If the object is moving from here to here 2 seconds, that means it will take the same time period from here to here 2 seconds only, na? Are yes or no? Okay. Now, from here to here 2 seconds, from here to here 10 seconds. Again, time of flight, that is 12 seconds we got. So, can I also say that this T1 plus of T2 is nothing but 2u upon g? 2u upon g. Now, one more time. If the velocity at origin is 60 meters per second, will the velocity at this point also remain 60? No, it will decrease. How much it will decrease? In 2 seconds, acceleration is g, that is 10. That means, can I say velocity at this point is 40. So, velocity at this point is 40 meters per second. Consider your initial velocity is u. Initial velocity is what? U. In this one, this is your initial velocity. Consider one more thing. How much time will it take from this point to this point? Yes, 10 minus 52, 8 seconds. So, can I say that T2 minus of T1 will provide you only this region, upper region? Okay. So, object is projected, then with initial velocity, at this point initial velocity is u. Okay. At this point, from here to here, this is your T1, I am saying this is your T2. Okay. The time value from here to here is nothing but T2 minus of T1. T2 minus of T1. Can I consider at point A, this is your point B, at point A, can I say that the velocity is u dash? Velocity is what? U dash. Or can I also say that this u dash is nothing but, देखो यहाँ से यहाँ तक, ये ऐसा गया, from here to here it reached to this point. So from point A to point B, can I say that this is nothing but one more time flight? Are yes or no? Okay, then can I say that at this point A, initial velocity is u dash, then time flight batao from A to B? T is equals to, can I write 2u dash upon g? Are yes or no? Acha, how much time it is taking from T1 to T2? 8 seconds. It is taking a time period of 8 seconds, na? If it is taking a time period of 8 seconds, then how I am saying that this 8 second is, that means it is nothing but T2 minus of T1. So can I say that T2 minus of T1 is also equal to 2u dash upon g? Are yes or no? Okay, where here u is your initial velocity. From what? Up ground, from ground to ground लिख देंगे. From ground. Okay, here u dash above the ground. Okay, very good. So here u dash is equals to initial velocity above the ground. Can I? अरे अर्धमेंद्र आया बेटा समझ में? Okay. One more time for the summary. Object is thrown with the initial velocity or vertically projected with the initial velocity u, and u is 60 meters per second here. Generally, if we generalize, initial velocity is u. At this point, final velocity becomes 0. From here again the object is returning back. Okay, just now we have calculated, we got two values of time. One time value is 2 seconds, the other value is 10 seconds. This T1 and T2, if I add this T1 and T2, that will provide you the time of flight from ground to ground. If I add T1 plus T2, that will provide you what? Time of flight, that is nothing but T1 plus of T2 is nothing but 2u upon g. Here u is what? Initial velocity from ground. Maybe any reference point. Now the reference point is ground. Okay. Similarly, we subtracted the time. If we subtract the time, that is T2 minus of T1, that will provide you a time period, a time of flight, but from point A to point B. I got my point. Let us try to have one example, then you will understand what this formula is for. Okay, shall I write on the next example? What is the difference in T2 minus T1? 8 seconds. Na? Okay. Write a question. Write down a question. A girl is standing. A girl is standing. A girl is standing. Nearby window. Nearby window. Nearby window. Which is h above the ground. Which is h above the ground. Full stop. A boy thrown a stone. A boy thrown a stone with initial velocity u. With initial velocity u towards the girl. Towards the girl. And the girl found two instances of stone with a difference of 8 seconds. With a difference of 8 seconds. Full stop. Find out the value of h. Find out the value of h. Yes, we will throw a stone only. We are the generation from Tere Naam and Avarapan. I am not a generation of that movie you are calling yesterday, Asayara. Okay, now listen to me. We will throw the stone definitely. We are not going to throw the flowers. Okay, shall I now? Consider this is your ground, and on the ground a boy is standing, and he thrown the ball with initial velocity how much? Last question, what is the initial velocity u? 60. And it's thrown with the initial velocity 60, and then a girl, consider a girl is standing somewhere here, and a girl is standing here. Then what was the time difference given? 8 seconds. Okay. So when the object is thrown with 60 meters per second, this object will be going in this direction, and while returning back it will be coming on the same path. She found the two instances. Let this as T1 first while going in the upward direction. Then while coming and returning from the H max, consider this as your T2. So the time difference from here to here is given. That is what T is equals to 8 seconds. T is equals to what? 8 seconds. Now, the question asked is what? To calculate this height. Okay, now, can I say that T2 minus of T1 is nothing but u dash upon g? Sorry. Can I? 2u dash upon g. So, we are calculating what is the velocity at this point. So let this velocity is u dash. So u dash is equals to, let me find, and we have v is, that is what initial velocity, let's say u is what? 60 meter per second. Now 2u dash upon g, or this difference is given how much, 8 seconds. So 8g upon 2 is nothing but u dash. Can I? Okay. Or u dash is nothing but 80 upon 2, that is nothing but 40 meter per seconds. So what is the velocity at this point? 40 meter per second. Can we calculate the height now? Do you have the initial velocity? Do you have the final velocity? Similarly, can I use v square minus of u square is equals to 2gh to calculate the height? Or yes or no? Or final velocity is 40 square minus initial velocity is 60 square, which is equals to only one thing is in the denominator, that is g. That means 2 into g, that is 20h. Can I? Okay. All the values above the ground is positive, so that's the reason I didn't substitute any sign. Now 40 square, that is 1600 minus of 3600, which is equals to minus 20h. This becomes 2000. Minus 2000, which is equals to minus 20h. This and this get cancelled. So h is equals to 2000 upon 20. This is ones. This is 100. So h is equals to 100 meters. Okay, right on now. Okay, now in this we will be having two examples. You need to tell me the answer. Question is, an object moved in this direction, upward direction. Let there is a point A somewhere, not given, somewhere, and at point A the velocity is 30 meter per second when it is going in the upward direction. While returning, okay, there is a point A here, sorry, B here, and the velocity, let us take 10 meter per second. Question is, find out the distance and displacement. Find distance and displacement between A and B. While returning, there is a point here. Okay, it is not on the ascending order. The point is while returning. Okay, so find the distance and displacement between A and B. Okay, how many of you got the answer now? Shall I? A and B. Distance? You got 50. Displacement? 40. What about you? Okay. You got distance. Distance 40, displacement 40. Beta, you should be knowing now what should be the answer. Displacement is 40. Okay. Let's see. So, can I say this is your final position and this is your initial position? They ask you to calculate what? Distance and displacement. So, now consider. Let us find displacement first. It is very easy to find displacement. So now, point A is here and point B is here. So can I say this is your displacement? A is here, B is here, displacement is over here. So at this point velocity is 10 meter per second and at this point velocity is 30 meter per second. So can I say that final velocity minus of initial velocity is nothing but 2gh, v square minus u square is equals to 2h. Okay, now final velocity is what? 10. So can I say 100 minus of 30 means 900, which is equals to minus of 2 into 10 into height, and this becomes minus of 800 upon minus of 20, which is equals to h minus minus, and 21 za, this is 4 za, yes, 40. Those who have got 40 for this, great answers. Okay, now the next is what? He is asking you the distance. Distance means from here to reaching back here, na? Are yes or no? Okay. Then how to calculate that? What did you use? Final velocity as 0. Okay. Okay, shall I rub this one? Now, to calculate distance, initially at this point, let this point is h max. At h max, v becomes 0. Initial velocity is how much? 30. Okay, from here to here, the next instance, we are calculating in the downward direction. Similarly, u becomes this time 0 and v becomes how much? 10 meter per second. Are yes or no? Okay, using this. So in first diagram, this is your second diagram. So for the first diagram, I am applying v square minus of u square is equals to 2gh. V square is 0. So this becomes 0 minus of 30 square, that is 900, which is equals to minus of 20. H minus minus get cancelled, and 0, 0, 2 ones are 45. So H is equals to 45 in the upward direction. Then similarly for the second diagram, initial velocity is 0, final velocity becomes 10. So V square minus of U square is equals to 2GH. This time this becomes 0. So V square is 10 square 100 minus of, this is coming in the downward direction, so minus of 20h minus minus get cancelled, 2 ones are 2, 5s are, this time h is equals to 5 in the downward direction. So total distance is h is equals to h of upward and h of downward, that is nothing but 50 meter. Those who have got the answer, excellent again. Okay, shall I now? Write down the question. If the body covered half height in last second, if the body covered half height in last second, full stop, what will be the maximum height? What will be the maximum height? That's it. Many time asked question. Now listen to me. Consider an object is thrown. Okay. While returning to the ground, it covered, if this is your h max or this is your h maximum height, it covered h by 2 distance in last second. In what? Last second. All we need to calculate, what is the value of this h? Half height in 1 second. Can I say that 1 second? Last second means 1 second only, na? Okay, now listen to me. Now, h will be the maximum height. Let h be the maximum height. So, h is equals to, can I write ut plus of half at square, or can I also write this as minus and this as g? Can I? Now, while returning back, it covered h by 2 in last half second. Last half second means definitely the body is returning back to the ground now. So can I say that at this point your initial velocity is 0? While returning, the initial velocity becomes 0 at h max. Okay, so can I cancel this? So h is nothing but, can I write half gt square? Can I? Okay. In the next step, it says that it covered h by 2 distance in last 1 second. Last 1 second. Maybe this is the last second. Last 1 second means, can I substitute by subtracting minus 1? Or yes or no? So, can I say that h by 2, again initial velocity is 0. Let me write for you. So, half gt square. And this time should be written as t minus of 1, and this should be written as t minus of 1 square. Na? Again this becomes 0. Why? Because body is returning back. Then at h max initial velocity is 0. So h by 2 is equals to, can I also write this as minus 1 by 2 and g, and this becomes how much? T square plus of 1 minus of 2t. Can I also write this as 10, g value 10, this becomes 5t square. And for this, can I write h by 2 is equals to, अरे ये h by 2 height है बेटा. Okay, so half this becomes 5. So minus 5t square minus of 5 plus of 5 to 10. Can I write like this? Can I? Okay, now can I say that h minus of h by 2 distance is covered in last second? Total height is this one. H by 2 covered in last second. So how much it covered means h minus of h by 2 now. Got my point? So which is equals to 5t square minus of, so this minus and this minus becomes, मैं लिख देता हूँ रे भाई, 5t square minus of 5 plus of 10t, or this total can be written as h by 2, which is equals to 5t square plus of, ये minus है ना? Okay, thank you. So this becomes 5t square plus of 5 minus of 10t. Okay, now can I cancel this and this? So h by 2 is equals to 5 minus of 10t. Can I? Till here any doubt? Okay. Now substituting the value of h. What is the value of h? Minus 5t square. So minus of 5t square upon 2, which is equals to 5 minus of 10t. And then solving this, minus 5t square, which is equals to, this becomes 10 minus of this 20t. Or reshuffling that, this becomes 5t square minus of 20t plus of 10, which is equals to 0, taking 5 as common. So 5 to gaya bahar, so t square minus of 4t plus of 2, which is equals to what? 0. Solve that quadratic equation, you will get the time value, then substitute the time value in h. Okay, shall I? But if you don't know the quadratic equation means, then you can't, no one can help you in NEET and JEE exams. Okay, so let t is equal to, we are calculating for time, na? Yes, we are calculating for time. So t is equals to minus b plus or minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon t. Sorry, 2a. This is your quadratic equation formula, where nothing means 1 is there, na? This is your a value, this is your b value, and this is your c value. Okay, now साले तुम लोग मेरे को 5th standard 6th standard का टीचर समझ लिए. Okay, now t is equals to minus b, so b becomes minus of minus 4t, that is 4 plus of minus under the root b square is again minus 4 means, can I write 4 into 4 minus of 4ac, that is 4 into a value is 1 and c value is 2 upon 2a. 2a is 1. Okay, so t is equals to, can I take 4 here common, and taking common after out of the root it becomes 2. So 2 plus of, sorry, this remains 4 plus or minus 2 root, how much? 4 minus of 2, 2. So divided by 2, or can I cancel 2 from here? So calculating 2, that means 2 plus or minus under the root of 2. This is your time. Now, if you can substitute and get the value of time, so you will be getting t is equals to root 2 value is 1.4. Those who don't know the value of root 2 value is 1.4. 414, but 1.4 is enough. Okay, so t is equals to 2 root 2, and one time you have to add, that is 2 plus of 1.4. This becomes how much? 3.4. And t is equals to 2 minus of 1.4. This becomes 0.6. Both values are again positive. Which value you will neglect and which value you will accept now? Just think and tell me. Why 3.4 only? Why not 0.6? Yes, last second. This is smaller than 1 second, na? This is smaller than 1 second. Yes, okay. So that's the reason we are neglecting this. Even in some questions will be having greater than value 1. But two values, one is smaller, one is bigger. Okay, which value you will neglect? Always the smaller one. Why smaller one? Means while smaller one, it is going in the upward direction. While returning, the value will be increasing. For example, it took a 1 second from here to here, and you got one more value of 4 seconds. Which value you will accept? 4 seconds. Nah. Why? Because this value is going for the ascending time. Got my point? Okay, substituting the value of t, that is 3.4 in the equation. In the equation, h kitna था रे? H is 5t square na. So 5t square, or h is equals to 5 into 3.4 square. Solve that, you will get the answer. Okay.